Here's another new meal. It was a new meal that my wife made. It was a simple meal, and it was really tasty at supper time, so I thought, man, I should be able to make that out on the trail. So this is my version of backpacking Italian sausage and pepper skillet. So that's what we're calling it. I don't know what else if you got a better name, you can mention in the comments. So as I cook my meals, I use nesting pots. I use 3 different sizes. I used a small pot, which I'm aiming to fill with food, so that's about 1 liter, 4 cups. There's the larger pot, which is 7 cups, 1 3/4 liter, and then a frying pan that I use to do different things. And if you watch my videos, you've seen me do that out on the trail. So that's what I'm cooking in. And yes, I use most of them. Yes, I have quite a few dishes on the trail, but I eat amazing out there, and I love to eat amazing out there. There's nothing better than being out in the woods and having a great meal. So I trust this is going to be a great meal. It's relatively simple. So I'm going to start with rice as my base. So I've got a cup of instant rice in there, and I've got about a tablespoon of chicken bouillon already in the rice. So I'll make that out on the trail. That's my base for my Italian sausage skillet, Italian sausage and pepper skillet. This is an entire dehydrated can of diced tomatoes. I had a bit of a brain malfunction there. Diced tomatoes. That's an entire can of dehydrated diced tomatoes. Got a little bit of air in there. Try to get that out. And that's kind of the sauce of the dish. And then I've got some dehydrated red peppers right here, and dehydrated green peppers. Now that's actually quite a bit in both bags. So those will be the pepper portion of the meal. And we'll kind of make in the sauce. And then I've got some dehydrated. Normally you'd use pork, but this is actually chicken. I get it, or turkey rather, ground turkey. So I get it at Superstore here in Canada. It's a chub of it. It's quite inexpensive. It's what is it? 4 chubs for $10, so it's just over $2 a pound. And anyway, I spice it. I fry it up and spice it just like Italian sausage. And so this is actually ground turkey and spiced like Italian sausage. So there's my sausage. I'm gonna put her all in the bag. Got some air in there. It's not as full as it. Not as full as it looks. I got air in my bags in there, which hopefully will pop when I'm on the trail and explode all over my backpack and make me smell yummy like food. Sausage. I think bears like sausage. You think they would maybe come up and want to taste the dish if I smell like sausage all in my backpack. So there it is, all together. Hopefully it doesn't pop, and we'll see it on the trail.
Okay, tonight I'm going to do my sausage and pepper skillet. I'm going to do some rehydrating. I'm going to do my peppers and my sausage together. Oh, I'll get full of poi noodles. That'll be helpful. There's green pepper. Not in a very good working area here, so we'll try to get better for when we make supper. I'm going to do all those together, and I'm going to do my tomatoes separate so that I can condense them if I want to, so I can get more of the consistency I want to for the tomatoes. Cover them with a liberal amount of, here's my rice, liberal amount of water. Squish her down in. And there we go. We'll be back in a little bit once it has a chance to rehydrate some. Okay, so I've let some stuff dehydrate, so now I'm going to bring it to a boil. Rehydrate, rather. Now I'm going to bring it to a boil, get it hot, and start making the meal. So I'm going to bring this to a boil, my tomatoes, and try to get the consistency I'm looking for. I'm going to bring my sausage and peppers to a boil. I'm going to drain the water off and make my rice and all that good stuff. So I'll be back when we get some boiling. Okay, my tomatoes are boiling, so I'm just going to try to knock them out. Try to get them to come back to pieces of tomatoes. Oh yeah, they're coming around. Any extra tomato water I'm gonna pour off for my rice, but that's kind of doing what I want it to do. Okay, let's just let that set. I'm going to bring my sausage to a boil. Here's my sausage and peppers. Yummy. Ooh, it smells good. Okay, and I will be back once that comes to a boil. Okay, my sausage and peppers are boiling like crazy. Oh man, they smell good. So, I'm going to transfer that water off into here to use for my rice. Steaming the lens up, probably. Okay, so there's my water I'm going to use. I'm going back to my tomatoes again, and I'm going to bring them to a boil. Thankfully, I always put my lighter far, far away, so it's very difficult to get. I'm going to play with these tomatoes a little bit more. Once I get them how I want them, I'm going to pour them in with the sausage and peppers. I'm going to make my rice, and I'll dump my rice in, and I'll mix it all together, and this meal will be get in your belly.
Eatable.
It'll be eatable. I'm hoping it's going to be good. Those tomatoes aren't really doing... Well, they're not bad. They smell tomatoey. That's good enough, I think. So... There's my peppers and sausage. Yummy. I'm going to pour my tomatoes. Like so. Put the rice in and I'll mix that all up and put the cover on. I killed my first mosquito of the season, you'll be very happy to know. So I need a cup of water. So that's about let's just get some filtered water just off the screen. There we go. And we'll bring this to a boil. I like to keep saving the water. I'm sure you've seen that, because that's just transferring the flavors from one good thing to another. Now, I've already got my chicken bouillon in the rice here. A lot of times I bring it separate, but I didn't this time. So I got a cup of instant rice. Put that good stuff in there. And basically we just bring that to a boil a little bit, like you do with instant rice. Stir it until it's soft, so I'll come back when that starts to boil. Okay, so the rice is boiling. I'm going to turn it down a bit and basically just boil it until there's no liquid left, which doesn't take very long with instant rice. A little piece of tomato floating around there. Smelling pretty good. Sausage and pepper skillet. I don't know where we get the skillet from. That's what my wife called it when we had it at supper at home, and that's where it came from. It was excellent there, so I'm hoping for a home run here. So we did rush the rehydrating a little bit more than I usually do, but which if you watch my other video, you'll know all about the reason why. Nod, nod, wink, wink. The hungry belly tends to rush the supper. This could be a good spot for hillbilly high feed. I'll take a little sample bite here to see if we're crunchy rice. We are firm. but not crunchy. All good. Okay, now I'm going to mix it all together. And we're going to see how this all turns out. Okay, there's the rice is all in there, sausage is all in there, tomatoes are all in there. It looks like it's going to be a little on the runny side. I may put the heat to this and see if I can boil off a bit of that water. The tomatoes, I think, were a little bit watery. That's not too bad. It's all mixing in. Smell the tomatoes and peppers. Some salt and pepper in that would be good to go. Sausage and pepper skillet right there. Probably too close. That's probably better. Okay, let's try a bite of it here. Let's see if it's let's see if it's good as my wife's. I'm looking at Aaron because he knows I'm going to get clubbed if I say it is. Pretty decent. Pretty decent. That's going to hit the spot. Until next time, we'll see you then. Go.